Hi, Anthony Manganiello here, and I'd like to share with you 5 questions you should ask when enrolling in a debt management program. Debt management programs typically involve establishing a new agreement between you and your creditors. This agreement usually involves the debt management program lowering the interest rates on your accounts, which in turn will lower your payments, usually. Once the program starts, you begin to issue payments directly to the debt management company, and they in turn distribute those payments appropriately to your creditors. And because the interest rates have been lowered, more of your payment proportionately goes towards the principal of your debt. When more of your payment is applied towards principal, that debt gets paid off that much faster. Now, this is one of the reasons why debt management programs can completely eliminate credit card debt in about 5 years. So, if you're planning on enrolling in a debt management program, there are 5 questions you should ask during the enrollment process. Question number 1, what fees will you be charged? During the enrollment process, be sure that you're told what fees are involved. Even though some of these programs are offered by nonprofit organizations, even they need to generate revenue so they can administrate the program. Also, each state has different limits on fees that any debt management program can charge, and your state of residence will dictate what those fee limits are. You know what? Also be sure to ask if there are any voluntary fees. Typically these days, the answer to that question is no. However, be sure that there's no fine print in the contract that says you're voluntarily allowing the company to take any amount you're paying in the beginning to offset any operational fees, and the result being that some of your creditors don't get paid from the very beginning. Bottom line, be sure all of your creditors are being paid from the very first payment. Question number 2, what are the chances of any of your accounts being sent into collections? Now, while it's unlikely any accounts you enroll in a debt management program will find their way into collections, there's still a chance. It's one you should be aware of before you sign on the dotted line. Question number 3, what if you have problems making a payment? Now, in the beginning, you should be given a projected completion timeline when you enroll. And this projection will be tied to you making the stipulated payment each and every month. But you and I both know that life just kind of happens, and since completing a debt management service can take up to 5 years, it's realistic that during that time frame, life's going to happen then too, and you might need to skip a payment. So find out what options exist. Question number 4, will you be able to use any of the accounts when they're enrolled in the program? You may want to explore keeping one account active and exclude it from the service. Now, this may not be possible, but start the conversation anyway and find out what options, if any, exist. Question number 5, what will happen to your credit? Your credit may be affected during the program, but that's okay. What you need to know is what will happen after you've completed the program. Reestablishing your credit after you've completed the program is really what's most important. Discovering the answers to these 5 questions will help you prepare what lies ahead. Now remember, the most important element to any debt relief program is making sure you have the best chance to complete it, not just start it. Because completing the debt relief service you're starting, it's what you're really after. I'm Anthony Manganiello for BestDebtCompanys.com, and I'll see you next time.